Hey guys, what's up? Our story begins after arriving at the orbit of planet Ragol. The Pioneer 2 ship was met with a large explosion coming from the surface, and were unable to get in contact with the colonists from the Pioneer 1 ship. Naturally, the government calls on the help of members of the Hunters Guild to explore the surface of Ragol and see what's going on while attempting to make contact with the colonists. If you don't know what any of this means, go back and watch the Pioneer Project video I made, and then come back to this one. The link is in the video description. Otherwise, welcome to the Abyss, folks. Today, we're going to take on the first government quest and find out what's going on down at the Central Dome. First of all, when you arrive in the central hub of the Pioneer 2, you'll find you can access the bridge by heading to the teleport pad between the shop area and the med bay. Head on up and run over to the area with the important looking people standing in the center of the polygonal room, which I think is supposed to be circular in any case. The girl with the pigtails standing at the desk on the left is Momoka. She will assign you government quests if you speak to her. You can keep redoing the same quests if you wish, but in any case, the first quest is called 1-1 Planet Ragol. On the window to the right are quest descriptions. Since there's only the first one right now, it will read, "Go down to Ragol's surface and report on the conditions there." Selecting the quest will reveal that the client is the principal, and the quest description further reads, "We need expert hunters like yourself to explore and gather data from Ragol's surface." Accepting the quest will open dialogue with the principal.
Are you Voidmon 3Y, the hunter? I'm Principal Tyrell. We have a bad situation. We need to act quickly. Did you hear about the explosion on Ragol? Very well. Pay attention and listen to me. We've lost contact with Pioneer 1. We have no idea what has happened. We've sent probes, but communication always gets cut off near the surface. What happened on Ragol and Pioneer 1? Are the people still alive? The Council made a decision to send a manned search team. You're a skilled hunter. We need your help. We have no choice. We need a place to settle on. Ask Irene, my secretary, for further details. Could you... No, it's nothing. Take care and good luck.
Well, Principal Tyrell will frustratingly not tell you what he wants. If you go over to the lady in green standing at the desk on his right, you will find that this is Irene. If you initiate dialogue, she will further brief you.
Well, let me brief you on your mission. Once you're on Ragol, check the status of the residential area. Checking the status of the Central Dome is a good idea. A teleporter was launched earlier. You can go to Ragol directly from here. It may be a little risky, so please be careful. Oh, sorry, no, nothing. I wish you the best of luck.
Why don't these NPCs just tell you what's on their mind? Since this is such a serious situation, so far from the familiarity of everyone's home, they're clearly hiding some deeper concerns. Well, if you head down to the surface, starting with Forest 1, you will have to sweep your way through some basic enemies: Ragrappies, Boomas, and Savage Wolves. There will also be a few slightly more difficult Monest, Go-Booma, Barbarous Wolves, and perhaps even one or two Gigo-Boomas. Once you work your way through Forest 1, there will be a telepad to Forest 2, which has a few more of the higher tier enemies. You'll see a lot of the pathways are blocked off by large cylindrical structures, but before long, you'll come to an area with a crashed probe. You'll have to kill all of the enemies here to progress. Once you recover the probe data, you'll have a telepad that will take you back to the Pioneer 2. Return to the bridge and tell Principal Tyrell your findings.
Good job. Is that so? The route to the Central Dome was blocked off, so we couldn't get a handle on the situation. We sent the probes we recovered to the lab for analysis. And my, were we surprised. Pioneer 1 had never reported anything involving creatures. Why are they down there on Ragol now?
You can talk to the other NPCs in the bridge if you wish for some more flavor dialogue after quests, but they'll pretty much just reiterate the same thing in different words. But since we're finished with the quest, we can now speak to Momoka one last time to end the quest, and get booted from your session in the progress. And with that, Government Quest 1-1 is completed. If you'd like to find out what happens next, find out how you can head on over to the Affinia server by clicking the video that's popping up on screen right now, or you can check out the playlist for more PSO lore videos. Otherwise, if you made it this far, please subscribe for more PSO content. Thanks so much, have fun and stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!